we feeling this. How could you not? It's switching signs. No, it's not funny. It's just it's interesting, right? To me, when Saturn went direct, the sun was entering into Ophi. Like, oh shit. And it's like the closer it gets to its sign, the more it's like I don't I don't want to be nowhere around. Mm, 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 mm. I mean, and it makes sense. I mean, I wish I can't go back, right? But it's like if you follow it, it's a storyline. But it's like even they know that what they trying to keep you in with them, because Pluto is here. Anywhere Pluto is out of everybody but God's control. What houses is for you, right? What planets do you have here, right? Mm, 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 mm. And if I'm right, I believe the last time the sun went past here, not this time. I'm not 100% correct on that though. But hey, we'll see. As above, so below. But I know this is that other knee dropping, right? Because Saturn isn't going to go back into Aquarius after this. This is washa, right? This is why I say this because Saturn is going to be going through Pisces for a long time, right? So it's kind of like going through a washing machine. Hey, it's dirty, dirty. But like, pay attention to like here. It's more in Cetus energy than Pisces, right? Got to go back. Got to go back. Got to go back. See, it's more in that very emotionally, and then goes back into Pisces, right? So it's like whatever it is, it's going through like a washing, right? Got to get them emotions in check as you go through this washing. You see that? You notice how rage and this, that's Cetus to me, right? And they had to go back and wash, right? I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. But what I wanted to point out, of course, yeah, we feel this, right? But I can't help but how it's just coincidentally Saturn was out going through the seven of swords, being sneaky, manipulative. It don't have to be, that. It can also be somebody saying something so clever it put everybody on some shut up. right? It leaves him with the Two of Swords. We got to think he holding all the swords. The Five of Swords he's holding, right? You're gonna fight about what, right? So that's why I was thinking earlier about the types of Capricorn energy. You have crocodiles. Those are the ones where it's the survival of the fittest for sure, but by brute force and intimidation, right? And then you have the goat. The goat don't need to go do all that. It's the goat. The regular Capricorn, it can deal with the water, with the emotions, and it can deal with the more solid things, right? Somebody very versatile. And see, a goat don't have to worry about a crocodile because a crocodile can climb that mountain, right? But every goat ain't a good goat. Just they skilled, but every goat ain't a good goat. So then there's unicorns. These people, those are the ones that surpass the competition and the thrill of achieving something, right? Of course, a crocodile can't do nothing but irritate a goat and be a nuisance to a unicorn. Now, can't nothing stop a goat but another goat, a more skilled goat, or a unicorn. And unicorns don't stop each other because they all have the same horn, right? The horn connects them, you know. So don't. I wish there was not the harsh devil energy on Capricorn, on Saturn. I'd rather people think of it as Santa Claus for real. It's like, you ever notice the things that are most beneficial, they keep you away from somehow, some way, mainly through fear, right? And with Saturn, that's patience, time, wisdom, structure, accountability, all that. That's just the peak of the things that you get blessings of if you learn, right? Learn the lessons, right? But anyway, so the energy of this is like somebody already knew that something was completely out of their control, but they've been holding face and because I guess they was gaining from it, right? Holding face, still gaining from whatever this is, and then that's Capricorn. Of course, don't have to be a person. Think of everything Capricorn and Saturn rules, right? Whatever this is in this house, in this area of life for you, it's out of everybody's control. But somebody was trying to have it in control and have other people help them deal with it, but manipulatively, right? And now it seems like the sun gets closer to shining the light on what's going on. And Saturn's like, I don't even want to be in the immediate environment. I don't. It's like when somebody rather is gonna end up somewhere drunk, on drugs, high, anything, it's just delusional. When the sun gets sheds light on whatever this is, talk about escapism. They gonna want to go anywhere but there. Mm, mm, mm. That's that other knee dropping to whatever it is. You know now. We know now, right? Got to go back on some things. Again, more choices, more hard choices. Only thing make it easier to make the choices. Goddamn, look what you. Again, this is. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I ain't gonna do this. I can't. It's. Like I said, truth of the matter can be causing people anxiety, stress. That's. It's kind of like, so that's why you was backstabbing me. So that's why you was manipulating everything. It's like finding out something like that. Hmm. Mm, mm, mm. I mean, it is a lot of pastors getting found out about, some things they done did. A lot of things got with the church going on. A lot of people basically finding out people they was listening to knew better, right? That's Capricorn. Capricorn is the energy of expecting better. I expect better. All right, got a Capricorn mom. Ooh, the hidden shit. Mm. Okay, what was that? This with Saturn also going in here, it gives me a feel of, and I'm adding the energy of Jupiter, right, where it is, and of course where the sign is, right. It's like trust but verify, right? Trust but verify. I don't care who it is, what their credentials are. I don't care what they say, how many pieces of paper they can hand it to you on. Trust but verify. That's honorable, right? That's honorable. Trust but verify. Jeez, you can't get no more confident than that, though. It's funny how all this confidence on one hand, right? But yet eight, nine of wands, 10 of wands. This is 9 and 10 of wands, and it's all this confidence and balanced confidence. This is Venus and Mars, masculine and feminine, balanced when it comes to the truth. That's what I see, right? And that's probably the confidence. No, that is the confidence that's feeding Jupiter, right? Whatever is in the house of that home planet is the energy connected to Jupiter where it is. So anyway, and then of course you have the ruler of where it is in Jupiter, in in Sagittarius, right? Mercury, right? This like having somehow having ears or some type of communication, some way of hearing or being aware of what's being said or what was said or yep, yep. Mm, mm, mm. We'll see. We will see. It's like it's given Jupiter that all of that energy is beautiful energy, but for some reason it's causing somebody else. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. That's why I say it's like I want to go back on quick choices they made. I want to go back on, things they said, things they did. But this is like the Titanic sinking. And for the people that got sucked into having to stay there while the Titanic is sinking, sheesh, they couldn't tell their story. Because it's like they rather, right? Now they rather do the right thing. After all else fuckery done failed, now they want to do the right thing, but all the fuckery that done failed can't just be overlooked. So, what was that? Trust but verify, right? Right? This is supposed to be a sign of truth. Sagittarius things. Stay focused. I think that's it. Right, Saturn. Those are Saturn ruled things that we have to see from a different perspective. And here's the thing. Everything about Saturn is completely out of control. Only spirit can handle that, right? And thank God Neptune is home just to do that, right? So, of course, blend in the understanding that this is time to learn about spiritual things, 12th house things, not just learn, experience Saturn, right? As the sun is going to be passing through the manger, right? That, between Sagittarius and Capricorn, going in the manger. Anywho, spirit being made concrete is that area, right? So this is us having to go through experiencing things spiritually that are gonna feel pretty damn solid. But it's gonna be yeah. It's like spirit God. This is Jesus taking the wheel. Thank you. Yeah. That's the best I can describe it. And this is the other knee falling, right? Whatever somebody was continuing to try to manipulate and keep going and into, right? There's always a lower aspect. This, because remember, it's going to go back and forth, right? It's still washing. So this could also be somebody that's just knowing that in order to get close enough to you, they have to drop the other knee. Time to learn from spirit. That's what this is. And spirit making the lessons real enough to you, real enough to where can't nobody tell you you didn't see, feel, or experience what you've experienced. That's what this is too. It hurts for any whatever this is. It's gonna hurt, but it gotta be done. That's why the knee is dropping. It don't benefit nobody no more. Whatever this has been doing, though purposely started, whatever it is out of control. This could be a situationship, that's gotten out of control. Somebody went in for something that's way too much for them to handle, and it's now out of their control. Because Saturn, a lot of people picking up on this too, because Saturn has Pluto in their chart, in the house, and Saturn's going into the 12th house. Okay, the whole gist of it, uh, I thought it was funny that Saturn started started moving direct as the sun was entering into Ophiuchus, and the closer it gets to being in there where Pluto is exposing something, right? It's like it has to. It's okay. This is like a surrender. Wave the white flag. Careful now, right? This is trust but verify. Especially right now, because a whole bunch of people trying to get away from whatever this exposure of something is that the sun is creeping up on. So trust but verify. And it can be anything. It can be as small as it could be something you ordering on Temu. But at this point, it's kind of like you know what it is. Or you got an inkling of what it is. Even for yourself. How a woman is seen in public is the first thing that's going to completely change. How women are seen. And look. Ain't no feels about it. Mm, 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 mm. We ain't gonna never see money or the feminine energy, right brain energy. We ain't gonna never think of anything Venus related the same ever again. And we're gonna use it completely different, whatever it is. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing like it's like something with a whole bunch of arms, like tentacles or something, right? And the way it got its, but it's hands, it's arms, a whole bunch of arms with like a few of them, and but the way it's got its hands on all these different things, they're kind of twisted around each other, right? And it's like every hand is being hit, bit, scratched. And it's like to let go of one because of how entangled the arms are to get to this one and that one will cause to let go of all. That's what I'm saying. That's interesting. And that makes sense for Saturn to even begin, for us to even begin to learn of any type of right brain energy. We need to change how we see, think, feel. All these Plutonian energies mixed in and twined together deeply when it comes to trying to learn Pisces energy, because Venus is exalted in Pisces. Why? You need the right brain. That's why Jesus said, cast your net on the right side. Right? Mm, mm, I like it.